And I'm gonna show you today how I create this Cyclops. We're gonna start recycling some aluminum foil and some wire. I'm gonna leave in the description two videos. One if you wanna see how I did that character, and another one where I explain why I'm removing the tentacles. But now that I have like a really basic armature, I grab my monster clay and slowly I apply layers to shape my piece. And when I'm kind of happy with the shape, I start putting all the muscles and thinking it's actually how my character is gonna be posed. You should always do a drawing and plan ahead your sculpture. To be honest, I just grab the clay and start and just whatever it comes out at the end. That's why probably they're not that good. I need to focus on that. But for sure, remember you have the tip of your fingers to smooth the clay, or also this great spatula that I love that I use all the time. I only really use at the most two tools. One is this spatula, and I have another one that you're gonna see that is more to remove the material. This material monster clay has a limited time. It depends where you are. It depends how much you have warmed the clay. It can get really solid and you can still put things together and you can still move the clay around. But I always recommend just to grab a heat gun and go around. This will help you with two things. One is that it's gonna make sure that you can move your clay, that you can repose, that you can fix things. Just remember not to overdo it, otherwise you're gonna melt the details. I even recommend not to do that at the end when you have all your details, otherwise you're gonna have to go back and put it again. And also the second one, it will be to smooth the clay. And you're gonna see at the end, because that's the way I did this sculpture, is that I thought it was kind of decent how smooth it was, but when you're gonna see the close up, you see that pretty much like I didn't do anything. And that will happen with this clay. So just have that in mind. If you want something that is really smooth, you can take a brush, a isopropylic alcohol, and just with that you can go over your piece and you will be able to have everything really smooth. If you have followed this channel for a while, first of all, thank you. And also probably you know, or you have seen that I've done over 100 sculptures, but I don't really put a lot of arms or legs. And that's because I'm really bad at it. That's what I want to change with this sculpture. I want to push myself. I really look on the muscles. I really pay attention on the arms. I didn't pay attention much on everything else, which that also was a mistake. But I really is the first time that I'm trying to make it look a little bit real. It's not gonna be real, not only because it's the first time that I really pushing myself to try to do it the best possible that I can, but also because I wanted to do a little bit fantasy, a little bit too strong. I want my monster to be a little bit scary. And also I decided if I'm already pushing myself to create the arms, it's not really intimidating at this point. So let's try to push and create the legs. So I took a little bit of the clay and I'm using part of the armature to create one leg. Like I mentioned before, sometimes you don't need it depending on why you're creating this your character. You don't need an armature. In the other leg, I'm just gonna put some clay. The downside is that it's gonna be weak. The downside is that I have to wait until it gets really solid. To be honest, it doesn't take really long time, but it's already late at 9, and I have to say I create this sculpture in 10 hours, 5 hours one day, 5 hours next day. And I had to wait for that leg to be ready to keep working. So I work a little bit on the hand. I realized that my camera wasn't focused correctly, my character. So I apologize. And also the lighting wasn't that good. So I fixed that following day. And now you can see how I am back. You can see more of the details. You can see how I'm working on that arm, that hand. And to be honest, this character, it was inspired by one of my favorite movies. I mean, I have thousands because I love movies, but this was when I was a kid. It was this really old movie, even before my time, called The Argonauts. And this is part of the Greek mythology and all that in that time. They have a Cyclops. And in this movie, they use stop motion, which I love. I wasn't trying to create exactly the same character. It was just like an inspiration, and this is just my own version of a Cyclops. But for sure, it was inspired by that movie. So I was trying to create like an open mouth of like him screaming that people were escaping. And I was gonna create a chip or a human was gonna be on his hand and he was gonna be able to like either crush it or just hold it and to be ready to eat that human. But I didn't have time. So that didn't happen. I decided to at least try to create the most detail possible. Over here I'm pushing it clay from the back just to create the mouth, and it was really easy. I could even leave it like that. If you want to create teeth, the best thing is to make them separately, let them solidify, and then when the clay is really soft, it's so easy just to insert each tooth, and that will be like the best technique. Over here I need like a magnifier glass, because to be honest it was too small and I cannot really see it. I wasn't able to create like the full mouth that I wanted. Usually I don't use this kind of toothpick tool, but when I use it, usually for the mouth, for tiny, tiny details. Now over here, like I mentioned, I try to smooth it as much as I can with the spatula, and then I grab this tool that I love just to scrape and remove everything that I don't want. And for sure, it helped me to smooth, but also to create the shape that I want. So over here, I didn't really pay too much attention on the legs because, to be honest, I don't want like regular legs. I want more like I mean, this is the son of Poseidon. There have been many people, many cartoons and movies like Percy Jackson that have designed this type of creature many, many ways. So mine was like I mentioned before, it was inspired by the movies from the 60s. That's why I'm just gonna put some fur on the legs. And remember to have your heat gun beside you so you can quickly warm your clay. There are boxes and there are things that you can create even yourself to have that clay on those special boxes so they keep the clay warm and you don't have to be using your heat gun. But for me, it works. I don't have a lot of space. So that's what I use. Over here, I wasn't really that happy even if I knew what would happen. But I smoothed the piece, but also I lost a little bit of detail. So I have to go again and try to fix that. And now it's time to put some fur. I'm creating over here part of the clothes. It's not the best way to do it or to add texture, but that's what I'm gonna do because of the time. And over here, I really warm my clay. It's kind of burning me, so be careful. Actually, don't do this technique. I kind of like it because it's really easy to apply. Right now, I didn't warm it actually enough, and it's not doing exactly what I want. Which you just put it, and you can kind of when you lift the clay, it will create this fur. Every single line of hair, you can see it, and it's really cool. But I'm gonna do something similar, not as complicated or as cool, but just using a little bit of clay with my spatula, just going around, being kind of messy. And now you can see I went through everything and it kind of looked good. Maybe it's a lot of fur. Maybe I didn't have to put that much. I like how it's turning out. Now with the clothes, I was trying to think. No, to be honest, I wanted to create kind of an armor, but then I was thinking because of the time that kind of a Kate Mane could be good, and that's what I went for, just to design a little bit this clothes. I just put a little bit more details. Like I mentioned, I want an armor. I was thinking of doing some hair, but I decided just to leave it bold. I was thinking actually at the beginning to do like a helmet that maybe could have been cool. But like I mentioned, I only wanted to create this in 10 hours. And now I was just watching the clock. So here almost done. I'm gonna show you the final result. You remember this sculpting channel, but I do 3D print too. It was really fun to create this character. I really enjoy. Give me a little bit of peace when I was creating it. So this is the final result, and you will see all the defects, but I'm really loving it. You can see some of the details. I really like the arms and hands. Even like you can see, it doesn't really look smooth at all. And the face, I don't know if I push too much the mouth on the sides and it doesn't look the way I want it. I also I put some kind of dots on the eyes. It didn't turn out the way I wanted, but it doesn't look that bad either. Thank you for watching. Comment below what you think if you have any questions or you just want to share what you think about my character. You're welcome. Subscribe and see you next time.